So, hello everybody. Today we're going to do an unboxing for, well, first of all, I got plenty of stuff in the mail today. I got my last outstanding expansion for Descent Journeys in the Dark 2nd edition, Labyrinth of Ruin. I bought myself an additional dice set for Descent, and I also got myself, I couldn't help it, I got myself some lovely custom dice for the One Ring. So you get a set of 6 D6s, and if I can open this, it would be great. And they sellotaped this one. They decided it needed to withstand a nuclear bomb. Oh God. Oh dear. Wow. Yeah. Sometimes violence is the answer. So you get 6 custom dice for the Lord of the Rings. The One Ring, and D6s, and then you get the Fate die, the Feat die, for the, which is a D12, and you've got the Eye of Sauron, which is a bad sign for the good players and a good sign for the bad players, and you get the Gandalf rune, which is an automatic success for the good players and an automatic failure for the bad players. And in order to determine the level of success, if we roll, let's say, these dice, we would add them together to see, do we meet the target numbers. In this case we've got 18, which is a pretty good roll, but we also rolled a 6, and this has got the little T rune here, and this means it's not just a success when you add the dice together, but it's a success +1, so to speak. So yeah, loving those. I mean, I like dice, but these ones are especially lovely. So I also got some One Ring books, which I'm going to show you at a different time in the future. But let's take a look at the Descent box. Because it's a lovely day today, and I want to prime the minis because it's so nice out. We've got the rules and quest guide, so if there are any special rules for this one, they're explained in here. It tells you about the campaign. So as you can see, you've got, as is usual for this game, an introduction, and then depending on how you advance from there, you have different advancements, you know, Honor Among Thieves, Barrow of Barris, Back from the Dead, or Secrets of Stone. So basically you would start here, and then you could go this way, and this way, or this way, this way, or this way, and then you have the interludes, 2 different ones, and then you have the second level, and then you've got the finale. And here it explains how to set them up. Character descriptions, monster descriptions, and also how to set up the different dungeons. So very nice. Here we've got some terrain tiles, some, I guess these are lieutenants usually, so bad guys, some tokens, more tiles, heart tokens, so life tokens. We've got 4 in total. Let's take a look. And of course the usual Fantasy Flight good for nothing insert, which is totally unusable. Fatigue tokens, quest markers, a wolf token, more fatigue tokens, and a really nice terrain. So the terrain is really lovely, and obviously it's always double-sided. So, and of course, if you're so inclined, you could also repurpose them for other games. You could use them for example, as outdoor games when you're playing Pathfinder, the role-playing game. It's fine, you could use this, no problem. Let's take a look at the heroes. Don't mind the cat, he's been fed, he's fine. But he had to go to the vet today for his vaccination, so he's kind of grumpy. Ulma Grimstone, she is a halfling or a dwarf. Her hero ability is, each time a hero within 3 spaces of you, including yourself, would draw a search card, he may instead reveal search cards until he finds a potion, which is really good. He may take that card and shuffle the rest back into the deck. Very helpful. Heroic feat, use during your turn to flip one of your face down potion search cards face up. In addition, each hero adjacent to you may also flip one of their face down potion search cards face up. So you can basically reuse a potion, which is really cool. Pathfinder Jurik. During each of your move actions, you may move through spaces containing monsters by spending 1 additional movement point for each occupied space. That's very good if you really need to power through. Heroic feat, use when you move out of a space containing a monster to immediately perform an attack targeting that monster. This attack does not require an action and gains Pierce 3 on a a lightning bolt symbol. Logan Lashley, you cannot be immobilized. Additionally, immediately after you perform an attack with an exotic weapon, you may move 1 space. Use after one of your attacks deals at least 1 damage after rolling defense dice. You may move up to your speed and perform an attack. This does not require an action, and the attack may be performed before, after, or during your movement. Very nice. And Desra the Vile, that's an interesting name. At the start of your turn, you may recover 1 heart or 1 fatigue for each monster figure adjacent to you. Now that's an interesting ability. Heroic feat. Use when the Overlord chooses to activate a monster figure adjacent to you. Before he performs any actions, all monsters adjacent to you are immobilized. Very good. So let's take a look at the cards, the monster cards. We've got Serena, who doesn't seem so monstrous. Rythan. He's got Investigate and Soothing Spirit. Ariad. She's corrupted. Okay, so these are probably NPCs because they look like they're good people. Ariad. Level 1 and level 2. Queen Ariad. Okay, so that's So this is her, and this is apparently also her. Serena and Ratien when they are evil, I guess. Possibly, maybe. Goblin Witcher. I actually would need my other glasses for this because I can't make it out really what it looks like. Volucrix Reaver. Carrion Drake, Arachiura, and that's it. The next are travel cards, I take it. And then you have cards for the Overlord. And then we have small cards. We've got an item, more items, most items, and then we've got cards for the different classes. Well, no, these are objects you can gain, search cards, Rage Blade. These are, I believe, for the second act. No, this is first act. Yeah, so Serpent Dagger, Mace of Avar, Bow of Bone, Rune Plate. Okay, very nice. And here we've got the Cursed condition card. These are cards with the names of the guys who seem to be nice and then turn evil. Serena and Rythien. Here you've got a new character class, Hexer, Treasure Hunter, Apothecary, and Beastmaster. So what can they do? Oh, this is a hunting spear, skinning knife, a wolf, so that's a familiar, bound by the hunt, survivalist, bestial rage, stalker, savagery, shadow hunter, feral, frenzy, predator, smoking vials, that's for the apothecary. That's kind of a weapon. Brew, elixir, herbal lore, concoction, whoops. Concoction, inky substance, secret formula, bottled courage, protective tonic, potent remedies, hidden stash. Leather whip, that's for the treasure hunter, the dead man's compass, delver, dungeoneer, surveyor. Sleight of hand, nice, nice, nice. Staff of the grave, that's the hexer. Enfeebling hex, viral hex, affliction, plague, spasm, fell, command, internal rot, crippling curse, plague cloud, accursed arm. So again, very nice additional stuff you can become when you grow up. And of course in my opinion, almost most important part of the game, the minis. And of course we get 2 additional green dice. Let's see, this would be this Reaver. Very interesting. That would be the Drake. Very nice. This is a hero miniature. Another Drake. These are the goblin something or others. More Drakes. More Reavers. And these are these crab-like creatures. They're 4 heroes. Very nice, very detailed miniatures actually, considering their size and considering that Fantasy Flight Games isn't a miniature company. I'm always quite surprised at the quality of their miniatures. And here we've got one more Reaver, one more of these Kobold Beasties, the Arachnid and Standees, which is all that is in the box. I am fairly happy with this. I mean, I also got this one because I'd wanted to get the complete set, also because I'd always thought I was going to play with the app, and of course depending on what you own, the app provides you with different possibilities of what you can do. And then I realized that the app didn't do anything for me, and that I would rather play with my homebrew rules on playing the Dungeon Master myself, and that was basically what I've been doing. But then I found this game at gameslaw.co.uk for a very, very good price, and I thought, you know what, it's the last expansion that they'll ever release anyway. Well, it's not the last one, it's not the most recent one that they have released, but it's going to be the only one that I don't have, because I've got all of the other big box and medium-sized box expansions. And why not? I mean, you know, this is the only thing that I really needed to have a complete set. I never went for the small boxes because, of course, I've got all of the monsters from the first edition, and I did a video at Christmas when I got the conversion pack. So I've got all of the cards, and if I just get stand-ins, I could use all of the monsters, and I've got, I believe, probably all of the heroes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go outside and spray paint these to have them primed, and then I've got them ready for the Christmas break, and I can start painting them. These are not going to be so difficult to paint. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all from me for today. There's going to be more The One Ring, just a sneak preview. I got the last book that I wanted, The Heart of the Wild. Also again written by Gareth Ryder Hanrahan. Journeys and maps. So this is all of the maps that come with the game. And the Lawmaster Screen and Lake Town Guide. So that's going to be an unboxing onto itself. So I wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Bye!